following in the footsteps of Dermot Gallagher, then you come down as a referee to talk to the academy kids. I mean, is that something from your point of view you can get something out of?
Oh yeah, all the time. When you can talk to the lads of this age, 16, 17-year-olds, hopefully I'll make an impression on them at the right age. So throughout their career, they'll consider a referee to be a human being rather than this man who comes, or this lady who comes up and spoils their Saturday afternoon. And also just to give them some insight as to what I do for a living and my impact in the game. So it's great to get hold of them now.
And particularly from the perspective of 16, 17-year-olds, they're going to grow up with a sort of campaign programme, respect programme, being part of football as they understand it. So it's an opportunity, I suppose, for you, as new scheme as it is to you, to get that message across. Yes,
it is a new scheme, it is a new programme. It was rewarding, actually, the number of the lads who had actually heard of that respect programme, which shows that it is filtering through to every level of football. And it gave me the platform to talk to them in some detail about what the respect programme was about, what they'd expect differently on a Saturday afternoon, and what the ultimate aim of it was. And of course is to build relationships between referees and players, and for the paying spectator to see a more even game in terms of people's respect towards one another.
You covered quite a wide range of topics there in an hour's sort of chat, including sort of nutritional stuff, and you could sort of look around the room and see a few of them were perhaps surprised to think, well, referees do things the right way. I mean, can you talk us through sort of a Monday to Saturday programme, really, from the minute you sort of get, I think about lunchtime you notice for your appointment, right through to the game itself?
Yeah, a lot of people don't realise that I don't get my fixtures until the Monday prior to that weekend's fixtures. So they'll say to me, oh, have you got Manchester United, have you got Liverpool? Well, I don't know that until that Monday. And that's done for two reasons. Firstly, to make sure that I am in such a form that I can handle the game at the weekend. So if my form's dipped a little bit, then I may well be taken off the game without having to know. And the second thing is to make sure that the build-up to that game is such that I don't get too many calls on it, I don't get too many outside influences on it, and that it's straight through from the Monday straight through to the Saturday. In terms of my normal sort of weekly programme, after I've received the fixture on that Monday, I start to then think about the game, think about our positions, think about the players involved, the venue, etc. On the Monday evening, I'd probably go to our training camp. Training camp's held every 2 weeks, and so we'd meet up on a Monday evening, perhaps for some light refreshment, and then straight to bed. And the Tuesday is a hard day. Tuesdays is always down for training, and that would be some kind of high intensity sort of aerobatic training, etc. And we do that collectively, either on the pitch or inside in a gymnasium. And then after lunch we'd sit through some video sessions. Those videos would be based on games from the previous weekend. Particular instance in those games, we'd analyse them, have a look. Hopefully, you don't feature yourselves too often, only if it's best practice, of course. And we'd collectively come to some conclusions and find out where the training and the learning points was from these videos. The Tuesday evening is obviously probably just lent over to some kind of social activity, and bingo seems to be the big thing at the moment, but there you are. Wednesday is again training, although the training is probably of a medium intensity, some speed endurance training, etc., which again is quite tough but needs to be done. And the Wednesday afternoon we'd end up with some sort of stretching to loosen our limbs, but also to look at the games coming forward for that weekend, looking at the games, looking at the teams, the individuals involved, who's refereeing it, who's refereed the teams before, so we learn off one another, and then we'd go away to our respective homes on the Wednesday evening. Thursday's a nice day, because Thursday's a rest day after the exertions of the previous 2 days. So Thursday we'll allow ourselves to recover, our body to recover, taking plenty of fluids in for that weekend game. And the fluids are really sort of water-based. Alcohol's taboo. You may enjoy a glass of wine or so with your meal, but water and more water, really, just to make sure you're hydrated. On the Friday, it's pack your kit again and again and again to make sure you're not forgetting anything. And nowadays, with your radio communications, your buzzer flags, your number of coloured kits, it's not just a question of packing some boots and away we go. It is packing a case. I then will go to my hotel on the Friday afternoon, give myself plenty of time to get there, so that the pressure's off me on the Saturday morning in terms of travel. I'm there at the hotel, I'm relaxed, I can have an evening meal, bed early, and then Saturday morning I'd meet up with my colleagues, the assistants and the fourth official, and then collectively we'd go to the game together in a people carrier that would pick us up. And the reason for the people carrier really is so we can go there for some security. There's 4 of us together, the route's well known, and there's a driver there who's quite versed in getting us there. We'll get to the ground 12 o'clock-ish, and then of course the pre-match nerves begin to kick in, and you do have to go through the way you go through the media, you go through the commercial people, the secretary. That's before the game started really. Then you do the game, and the game is about work, and that's what we're paid for, that's what we're focused on. But after the game, it's about refuelling your body, making sure that you get your carbs back in, make sure you get your fluid back in, because on the Sunday morning you don't want aching limbs. And on the Sunday morning, I'd get up and go down to the gym, just to do a sort of a light recovery session. Again, just to make sure that you're giving yourself every opportunity to recover from any slight strain, injury prevention, and getting yourself prepared for that next cycle of events when the fixtures come out again on the Monday. An easy week, really.